Hi everybody, it's James here from the Anvil. I hope everybody is doing really well. Just doing my review of England's dominant 6-2 win over Iran, and I'm going to give my thoughts on the game. England 6, Iran 2. Great way for me to start off the day. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch this game, then went back to bed for a little bit because I was so damn tired. I've had to program myself differently for this because I'm used to games being 7 hours ahead because of where I live, but now there's a 3-hour extra on top of that because it's in Qatar. I thought England dominated the game from the off, deserved the win, and it's a very good way to start the World Cup. However, it's not a case of counting your chickens as such, but it is just a cautious feeling as well. Great to win this game, of course, but don't think too far ahead and say, oh, England's going to win the whole thing. Have that conversation if England makes the final, but don't have it just yet. Logo for the England team: Pickford, Trippier, Shaw, Maguire, Stones. That's the back line. In the midfield, Bellingham, Rice, Mason Mount. And the forwards, Saka, Sterling and Kane. I wanted Trippier to be England starting right back in this World Cup, and maybe in the latter stages you throw Trent on just to rest up Trippier or to have a little bit more pace there. But I was happy Trippier was starting. I thought he did a decent job there. Rice, Bellingham pivot, I think, is a good thing for England. And Declan Rice was always going to put in a good performance. I've got to say this right now. I'm really annoyed that he got a 5 out of 10 rating. I was like, what? He didn't deserve that. It's his first World Cup game, for goodness sake, and you're being so harsh on him. He didn't deserve 5 out of 10 at all. And the forward line, Sterling, player who I've been critical of because I don't think he's taken his chances as much at international level. But he was provided a little bit more confidence with the players surrounding him. And Saka was able to compensate if Sterling wasn't going to play well. England had very good positional awareness in this game. Iran's goalkeeper clashed with a teammate and had to go off very early on. So there's going to be no more of these long throw-ins where I think he threw, I said in my preview, he threw the ball like one box to the other. Launched it like a Hail Mary. Rice dictated the midfield with Bellingham, and Bellingham was able to hold on to the ball for quite long periods. Teenage kid, but he's also mature for his age, and Birmingham fans can now understand why the number was retired there for him. Maguire came close, he hit the post with a header, and I thought Maguire had a really good game, by the way. Internationally, he plays well. For club, he doesn't. It's usually the reverse. Players sometimes play well for the national teams and not the club. Just a bit different. He headed it and onto the crossbar, very close from him. England did make it 1-0, though, thanks to Jude Bellingham. He headed it into the net for his first goal. Really happy for him to get that. Saka showed some real threat on the wing. He made it 2-0 with a finish from inside the box. He was a real poacher of a player. And Sterling made it 3-0 in stoppage time with Harry Kane assisting. Second half was just pretty much more of the same, I felt. Still with the same fluidity. Maguire was actually a rock at the back, like I kept saying, and Stones benefited from that. Saka's got his second of the game with a low shot. Again, real threat inside that area, cutting in and getting that space and time to fire. Iran scored with Taremi. I think he plays for Porto. I think West Ham was linked with him at one point. By this point, it seemed like a case of chasing shadows for Iran. I'm thinking about it, the fact that we conceded to this lot means Southgate out, doesn't it? Am I right, people? Am I right? Yeah. That sounds stupid when you say that already. Some of you are joking, though. I get it. Rashford came off the bench in this game and immediately had an impact from scoring. And he's a player that's really impressed me so far in the domestic league. He's been criticised for people saying he's been lazy or he should just focus on feeding the children, but he's actually been really good and he's deserved this call-up. And he's repaying that faith. Grealish was another player who I think can make an impact on the day. Maybe not as much for Man City as he did with Villa, and maybe not all the time on the international scene. But he tapped it in for 6-1 with Callum Wilson assisting. That's enough to piss off Miguel Almiron, isn't it? Almiron's like this at home, liking. Like that, with a little bit of a strop on, knowing his teammate and his favourite striker is assisting his sworn enemy. Stoppage time, Iran had a shout for a penalty. It was sent to VAR and given. Taremi scored it. 6-2 win. No coming back. Look, it was a good performance all around. I mean, I was very happy. I was happy with England's control of the game, England's tempo of the game, and I was happy with Maguire. He was a man of the match candidate for me. Really good defensive performance and made a good contribution. So, yeah, looking really good and going into our next game with that win. Still topping the group because Wales and the USA drew. It's all well that ends well. And yeah, worth getting up early in the morning for. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to sub for more content. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.